All right, hello, welcome. My name is He Who Is in the Water. We're doing another Chaos Draft here today. We've got a pack of Visions to open up with. This is pretty rough. The bounce lands are acceptable. Knight of the Mists is playable. Fallen Ascari is playable. Riverbow is like pretty good actually. Interesting. I think I'll take Riverboa. Regeneration is just a very powerful one, and I think that's like the most neat thing. Rock Slide. It seems like actually moderately okay. I haven't played with that one before, and I have played with Riverboa, and I know Riverboa is good. Angelic Armaments is not bad. Like equipment like that where it's always like 7 mana to start is like a lot, but flying is precisely the kind of thing you do want to have. Given from your equipment, but we just got to keep ourselves open here, and there are some fine cards here, but there's also just a shock variant, and yeah, that's just gonna be very, very okay. So lots of playable cards here, I suppose, as you expect from a more recent set. I think I'm just supposed to take the Open Fire, as that's like getting past like 2 good red removal spells in a row, is like as much of a signal as I can hope for. Signal might not be the right word, but these kind of cards are just very good. I like the art for Open Fire a lot too. Amonkhet, I really just enjoyed the flavor of Amonkhet a lot, but the Kenra, the Jackals, I thought their design was just really sick. I like that a lot. Whenever a human you control dies, draw a card. Interesting. And whenever something with a counter dies, you gain some life. That's not bad. Well, honestly, I don't believe any of these cards are terribly exciting. And this is not great, but it is a fine red removal spell. So I think we'll just try to get ourselves like moderately committed. Rivals of Ixalan. Impale, that's a pretty late Impale, but I think I may just want to not commit or not express too much of an interest in a second color when Stampeding Horncrest is like pretty good. And a color that we're like starting to be pretty likely to play. Yeah, 5 drops are just so replaceable though. Already filled with a little bit of regret. Spirit Flare is a difficult card for people to play around if they don't know exactly. Kind of like First Strike, except less risky. But Partic Lancer is not the worst 5-drop, but also Far Wanderings is probably most dirtily here. I guess Mesfiend is also fine. I guess, yeah, I don't like how long it took to make a decision on that. If we're looking at a little bit of black-red here, then Absorb This is just going to be totally fine and not that great. But Canyon Minotaur is probably not worth having a look at right now. None of these black cards are that good, but we do have a lot of removal, so maybe this Cannibal is going to be okay. And if we're looking to be red, we got this Dormant Volcano on the wheel. There's a chance we play that. These are just a lot harder to set up than like the actual Karoo lands, but... Or, no, these are the actual Karoo lands. These are, I'm sorry. These are harder to set up than like the bounce lands that we're familiar with from Ravnica, and that show up a lot. So, yeah. I'll just take the 3/1 fire. Guess I will take this Death Toucher. Alright, so we had some like good red to start, and then it kind of looks like black is our open color based on that Impale. But also like these black cards that we picked up are like not exciting, they're just, okay. I don't believe there's a world where we can play a triple black card like Zombie Trailblazer unless we go mono black, and I already like can't really imagine not playing these red cards, at least on the Splishy Splash. Here, Norton's Annex is kind of busted. I think. 2 life is a lot. I think I want to give that a shot, especially because like, Toxic Nim is not terribly interesting. Blind Zealot and Toxic Nim are kind of the other cards that would be interested here, and I'm not that. Razor Swine is like interesting, difficult to play through, but I think I just want to try to take this very powerful card, even if I don't have like good. I don't have fixing, although I don't need fixing for it, but like 4 life is it's a hefty amount to pay up front. Marrow-Gnawer is just we have no rats at this time. Unlikely to get more rats. We have a playable 2-drop to come out of a Kamigawa pack with. Brothers Yamazaki is also okay, but I think Hearth Kami is just fine here. Renegade Crosses is really powerful. I think I take that. I guess we don't have like great ways to put counters on other things, but like what am I taking here? Rakdos Drake? I don't think so. Orzhov Cluestone. I think we'll just take a little look at that. Guessing Furnace Strider here. Yeah, that's just a good 5-drop to have access to. So really unlikely to play that Renegade Krasis, but it's just an interesting one to keep an eye out for. So Mugging, Bomber Core, Boros Charm, and Sacred Foundry are all... I guess we're not really taking the Sacred Foundry because it'd be like... I don't know if we can go in on this Boros Charm right now. It's like a good card, but the card strength is like in its rate. Not as like a top end splash. I think I'll just take the removal on Mugging. Bomber Core is just a little unexciting. I guess Flame Jab makes the deck at some portion of the time. We really need some draw spells. That would really go a long way here. Bloodfire Enforcer is going to be pretty great with our kind of control deck that we're building. Sandblast also pretty nice. Hero's Blade is just a little too inefficient for us right now. Dang. I guess Last Caress for playable count. If we get that close. This is also all quite poor. We can't really be a Postmortem Lunge kind of deck. Not really anywhere close to that. Mass Kami is not a terrible card. I suppose I'll take the Cluestone here. 4 mana, Act of Treason is not really something we want. This Pensive Minotaur with Menace is like probably enough to maybe make the deck. This is underwhelming, but have not been able to do much in this format that's not underwhelming. Maybe it's possible all of my black cards are just worse than Renegade Krasis, River Boa. I think red is the only color that I feel like super attached to at the moment. I like Blood Mist, but it's probably not good enough. We do have a Scumble to Temptation. Also, Ubenwald Captive, Certain Death are fine. Ruthless Disposal is probably a little too inefficient for our deck. It probably just takes Certain Death, even though, like, Succumb to Temptation is nice. I just think that this hard removal is important to have access to. Chartooth Cougar is just probably going to be pretty difficult to get away from wanting to do that. That's just very good. Skyclave Shadowcat is not embarrassing. Valakut Awakening, though, is just so free. I think that's what we take here. There's a lot of playable cards here. I think we'll be able to pick something up on the wheel here, which is nice, but I think we just take the Awakening for now. Keep wanting to like take some of these things, but Angel of Suffering is pretty solid. It's not, for like an on-color mythic, it's not as like amazing as you'd hope, but like a 5/3 flyer is just a lot. And the other part of it is, or like the downside or upside is profoundly annoying and limited, but I think probably just worth it for us. Now we have no good black or red cards. I don't think we even have enough creatures to really want to play Ravenous Gigamole. So maybe it's just Swiftfoot Boots? It's not a terrible card, but... Null Champion is rough, but it might just be the kind of thing that we need to be doing. Cadaver Imp has value, but I just don't think we have enough creatures for it to be like that great. Okay, this is an interesting spot. Skin Invasion and Sanguinary Mage are both pretty nice. I think I'll take Skin Invasion just because we do have so much removal. How many 1/1s do we have? Because I know we got this Null Champion. Or no, we also don't have a way to put this in the graveyard. That's the other part of the card you have to do. But it seems unlikely that I take the Frenzy Sliver. Okay, Blood Mist or Field Creeper. I don't really want the Field Creeper. Maybe I want the Blood Mist. I've got a couple zombies, so maybe the War Chief is okay. Scavenger's Blade is like the on-color card here, but I don't foresee myself playing it. I was hoping to wheel something out of these back end. It's not that bad. Like, I think we're in fine shape, but I thought we'd wheel like anything instead of like, nothing for 6 packs in a row. Yeah, just another really weak deck here. Probably can't afford to play this. Dormant Volcano we can probably afford to play, and is like gonna be helpful. Their curve being on the higher end. Flood Mist probably not worth playing. Maybe one more cup. Maybe we don't start the Flame Jab. Maybe that's just something we have in the board. So this is a low creature count for sure. No card advantage. Not much of a curve, just reasonable interaction. I'm not feeling great about it. But I don't really see stuff up here that makes me want to do more. Equipment makes our creatures a little bit more threatening. Same with Blood Mist, but I feel like that's just really not the game that we're playing here, so. I think we go 9-7. Or no, we got to go 8-8 because we've got this Dormant Volcano. Yeah. A little awkward just because we have some 3 good double black cards, but let's give it a shot, I guess. I am not feeling great about this one, but maybe I'm just being a baby and it's fine. We'll see you in the games. Okay, round number 1 versus Tom Choma. Don't believe this person was in our draft, but I could be wrong. This hand is not keepable. And this hand is. I think we just got to put back a land. And let me put this one over here. So we have no double red. It's just Dormant Volcano that like makes us worried about that land count. So that means that the mountain is what I want to put back here. And similarly, I've only got 2 colors, so there's no double costed 2-drops. So we can just kind of run those out as we please. Alright, let's see what they got over here. Bleeding Edge. I haven't read the rest of this hand, but it's going to be hard pressed for that one not to be the take. Yeah. do not wish to... Curious, they did not play the Python. Okay, I see. I think that Interloper is just going to deal a lot of damage to me in a long period of time, so I think I just need to kill that now. We've got our awkward little hill giant here. Not even a hill giant, just a 3-2. I think I start slamming in. They can try to race me back, but I've got some removal here to tide things over. 4-5 is just like kind of an awkward size for them to deal with. I guess I'm going to lacerate flesh on the Python for damage. So I have the radical idea in the graveyard to change something up here. Oh, Cabal Torturer. Okay, really need a land here. Thank you. The drain on this changes a lot. Not changes a lot, but makes it really untenable for them to kill me this turn. That's kind of scary. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm at 6, taking 2. They can just start packing in for 2 in the air pretty easily. More if they want to. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it is not looking good for us. I am not entirely dead on board, but I am pretty dead. Because I have to chump the Ether Snipe. I don't believe I have a way out of this. Yeah. I drew pretty good to get this far, but... not gonna do it. Alright, so they had a pretty significant number of X1s with the Torturer, Interloper, and Gust Skimmer, so I do think I want the Flame Jab. And I think that's just a better card than Psychotic Haze, because we also have a fair number of problems with that. But Norn's Annex I think is going to be useful because they are a pretty aggressive strategy. I am honestly wondering that between like Absorb Vis and Chartooth Cougar, maybe I can trim a land or like the Valakut Awakening. Yeah, maybe I just trim the Dormant Volcano. Or I'll trim a mountain for that. Maybe we can get away with 16. This hand's fine. We don't have a mountain for Dormant Volcano, but I think that's okay for now. We can just kind of play fine without it. Flame Jab is nice. I think I just do this now. Let's see what they got. I know I have to play the Swamp afterwards. I can't beat Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I cannot beat that one. So that one will go. Undying Malice, certainly going to be an issue here, but I think I am just putting this one into play right now so that I can block the Iron Bully. Or no, they're probably just going to Unholy Heat it, but that's also fine. Oh, I also could have blown up the Iron Bully with the activated ability. I forgot I had that. I think I'm still okay with this, but that was probably an inefficient use of resources. Not probably, it was. Okay. Do I just take 10 and go to 4? I'm gonna say no. Maybe next turn we can try to get the Annex into play. I don't know. I'm so dead this game. I don't know why I'm trying. I cannot beat their deck. This is way too efficient for what I have going on. Oh, it has Menace. Did not know that. It is on the card, but I just missed it. I think I just have to hang out and try to block a little bit. They know about the flame jab, so they're just unlikely to tap out of, or like discard it to the hollow head sliver. Yeah, so I have to sacrifice a creature here. So I could also do 2 pings here. But if I do 2 pings on the Iron Bully, then they bring it back with Malice, and they like get to spread the counter around, and that just creates a whole other problem. So I don't think that's something I do right now. What I should do is just concede, because I can't possibly win this game, but... This Modern Age is just also going to kill me. Oh good, they drew a removal spell. Awesome. Alright, so probably shouldn't just be... I should probably just not be playing Norn Xanax. Should I play instead? Because like that was the matchup. Like that's... I have the removal of the interaction to deal with all the creatures, and like try to hope for that to salvage things, and it just wasn't close to mattering. So I just can't possibly be useful. So it's probably hoof. I don't. Maybe I'll try the Blood Mist. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This deck can't win. Okay, round number 2 versus MJV in 1981. Let's see what we got here. This is a fine hand. I suspect that our curve is going to be a little awkward here, but maybe we can do something. think I just try to develop out my creatures right now. Maybe better to level up champion and slam there. Here I am much more likely to... Right, I think it's better to shock the creature here. I can start pressuring this way. Oh, that's at least a good sign that the menace creature's probably getting in here, except it's not. But guess I'll just play this one out now. I don't think attacking with the Aspirant to offer the trade with the Eldrazi Horror token is great. I think we can just wait on that. So they can Cloudseeker to loot here. Or Cloudskater, that one. Yeah, so they're going to be able to access a lot of cards here. And I believe we're going to draw a land. So they were quite possibly in our pod. So, interesting decision here of do I kill the Visionary or the Bomber Core? I think I probably just attack with the Carrion Screecher to see if they offer this trade. So let's start with this. They don't know about the Impale, so they're just gonna probably not force me to activate the regeneration on this. Chump with the Enlightened Mystic, most likely. No, excellent. Awesome. I can no longer win this game. Yep, this cannot win from there. So we saw the Soratami Cloudskater and the Voltaic Visionary. That might be enough to bring back in Flame Jab. And what should I board out now? Oh yeah, I can just go down one more land since I have the Awakening. I'll try it like that. I suppose I can give this a shot. Do need to draw some more lands, but I just boarded out some, so that's gonna definitely happen. Okay, the Aspirant's not bad to have access to here. Do have this Pillar of Flame to hopefully hold things over for us. At the very least, we can interact with that. Force our way to a land drop there. And at the very least, we have a play next turn that can, on its face, trade with the Woody Roastmaster. I think I still want to play this first. Because if they have interaction, I'd rather them spend it on this. Oh, Champion of Wits. Nice. That was a cool card. Alright. That's awesome, by the way. That's so cool. But I can't possibly beat any of this. I think I just have to put this into play and say, hope that they don't have any removal. See if we can get Blood Mist going next turn. I can't possibly win this game. I just stumbled on mana for too long, and I have the cards to deploy, but it's just not going to matter. Like, yeah, just none of these mana efficient plays are good here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's make this the shortest video I've ever recorded. That would be great. Just put me out of my misery, because this is just impossible. See you for round 3. Okay, round number 3 is up. We are versus I Say the Nay. And this hand is, I think, acceptable. We do have like these black cards here, which are pretty awkward, but I think we can cycle them away. Chancellor of the Tangle has been revealed. Okay. So they can get a 2-drop out on 1. Which I think we just kind of like have to ignore, even though we have the mugging. Okay, they duress my Awakening, which is pretty awful. Or they duress the mugging, okay. I think I'm just throwing it all back, except for Bloodfire Enforcers. Well, maybe the Furnace Strider, too. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll keep the red cards, but like going 4 or 5 on Enforcer's Strider is like probably our best bet. So I think we have our enforcers turned online right now, which is cool. Saw that one coming. Just try to kill that now, see what happens. I think I just haste up the Hearth Kami. Doesn't super change the clock, but I just like don't really think the Furnace Strider is living, so kind of want to get value while I can. Or one turn away from Chancellor. Next turn casting Chancellor, because it seems like they've kind of been flooding, which is all I do as well, so this is going to plan at least. I believe after casting Valakut Awakening, I think we have no reason to hold lands. Oh, we have Lacerate Flesh, I suppose. So maybe I'll hold these two. I think the attack was pretty good for them last turn, but thankfully they did not. I will trade both with the Colossal Dreadmaw. Pillar of Flame does go upstairs, but I don't think I have any other burn in the deck, so that doesn't really make sense to do it. Awesome. So that's combat damage, draw, discard, but we just gotta try to kill this Dreadmaw while we can, because I can't beat it otherwise. I don't have any... I've got a Certain Death that's on the bottom of my library. Yep. Can't beat that one. Whichever one I leave them with, I just take 4, then I take 10. No draw gets me out of that. So, okay. Green-black, large creatures. I don't think I really want the Flame Jab versus them. And I think they just deal too much damage at once for the Annex to be good. I think maybe this card was just a trap the whole time, but I don't think I passed too much in that pack when I took that, so I'm not horribly upset with how that turned out. This hand has to be good enough. It can't be, but like I don't think we can mulligan for better. So we're just gonna give it a shot. Oh, Furnace Strider is showing up at least, and that's probably our best card in the whole 40. Now, Valakut Awakening is probably a little bit better, but the Slug. So if they attack with the rats, I can Valakut Awakening and draw 4, get rid of the 2 mountains and the Absorb Vis, and then I can exile the Awakening and kill the rats. So I need to do it now. Sure. I don't think that changes too much for us. Just have a nice mana efficient play here of Furnace Strider. Hopefully makes their turn a little awkward. Looks like they accidentally clicked yes on their Carrion Rats trigger. But this does give us the window to Dark Inquiry at least, hope to snag the fatty that's in their hand. Interesting. I guess I'll take the Time to Feed. Yeah, I guess that's really not that close, but I had a little brain fart there trying to figure it out or something. I'm just again checking the deck list, and yes, creatures in my graveyard don't have any value to me. I do have the Bloodfire Enforcer to try to keep the sorcery around, but if I can just exile it, gain 2 life, I think that is actively good for me. I do have that Lacerate Flesh in the deck, so that's what I'm holding the lands for, I think. I wonder what I do about that. I love this art, by the way. It's one of my favorite arts. I understand they can reaping it back, but I think that's just something I'm okay with. I gotta live a little. And yeah, why bother? Why do anything? Why do anything? Just unreal. This is... Yeah, so I can just pump once more and that'll win. I guess we're on the board. Against my will. Norn's Annex is like a little bit more tempting, I guess. This Blood Mist is just not... Yeah, that card is not going to matter. Kind of have to keep it. Gonna die, but kind of have to keep it. It's got lands and spells, no curve, but it's sort of what our deck does. Awesome. I guess... I guess I just have to take the waltz here and try to work through this. Play this swamp. I guess I can play out the Carrion Screecher here and have the hope that they go for a Marrow Chomper line here that has some value, and then I can extract a little bit more value. Executioner's Capsule is pretty bad, but don't get to really do anything about it. Just gotta play through it so that hopefully we can slam the Chartooth Cougar, hold back the Hydra token, and make them have to decide on something with in the Marrow Chopper, but then we can maybe get them to play into Impale a little bit. I just got to be taking 2 in the air for a minute here. Nope. Oh, okay, they're going. They're chomping. So I believe I just have sorceries in the graveyard at the moment, so Bloodfire Enforcer is just medium. So they drew like the Chancellor. Okay. I guess I just have to trade that with the Searchlight Geist, which is awful. Or they have a fight spell. Perfect. So now they have to ask themselves, do they want to attack? They do. And here I think I just have to gain some life here. Want to hit the Grakma, I believe, is like the scariest thing for them to get back. That does add +2 damage to the board. This is where I get wrathed and lose. Because like this is all of the creatures in my deck basically. I have a 3-drop left in my deck. Those are my creatures. Okay, well we got another one too. Yeah, that deck was not. My deck was not good. It just didn't have much of anything going on. The interaction was good, like Open Fire, Pillar of Flame, Impale, Lacerate, Flesh, Certain Death was like pretty okay. Dark Inquiry was better than I anticipated. Valakut Awakening was just really phenomenal throughout. Yeah, probably our best card. That or Furnace Strider. But yeah, just a lack of bombs here. Just anything to make my opponent care. It's just really difficult to get to come together. But at least it didn't go completely broke on it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully there's still some fun moments there. Like getting blown out by that Unsummon was like pretty funny at least. That was rough. As was the losing the Open Fire on that 1 and 3. Kind of greedy, but maybe you know, when things are already going bad and that happens, you gotta just appreciate the, additive bad luck there, right? I had that mentality of, like, things have to go right for me eventually, and it kind of didn't, but we at least converted a 1-2 and got 5 tickets back for our trouble. But yeah, still been fun doing chaos. Still seeing some cool synergies, and it's just always fun. Just kind of the best way to play Magic. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.